So here we're going to take a couple images and blend them together so you can kind of see what happens. So here we have this image here, and then we have this other kind of cloud image here. So I can scroll through my blending modes. Remember, Shift plus or minus. And I'm going to get that, right, which I like. And then I'm going to duplicate that by doing Command J. And I'm going to use Command T, flip it horizontally, and I'm going to flip this around. So I get this cool little shape that's working in here, which I think is really interesting. And that's all just with blending. And then, again, I could change it up using my blending modes. And I think you can create something really quite dynamic just by doing a couple things. Okay, which is really interesting. That's really cool. Let's say you also wanted to take a picture. I'm going to go out and find on the internet here. I'm going to go to, where am I going to go? Texture King. Which is a really good, I didn't type that right, which is a really good place to get just really kind of close-up textures. And we're going to look for wood. We'll do, this is a good one. We're going to get this one, and I'm just going to copy that image. And I'm going to bring it in here, and we're going to paste it. Okay, so now I have this image, this wood image in here. I'm just going to rotate around, give that grain going upwards. Okay, so it's going to fill the page here. I can now take it and put it underneath this image, for example. And let's put it to multiply. And you can see that it picks up the wood grain in here. Right? So there's lots of ways that you can do that to create texture by getting these really close-up textures and putting different images on top of that. So let's do this one and do multiply and see what happens. Right, so things like this is really interesting. You get this wood texture, but you get this image that looks like it's kind of burned in there. And I could then mask out this part if I didn't want it. Right, so more of that is showing through. Right, so however I wanted to do it, the idea is that the blending modes allow you to do quite creative things.